Good morning, good day, good evening, or good night, wherever you're from in this world. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be going over CoinMarketCap. It's a great initial resource to kind of get an overview of the cryptocurrencies market. So when you go to coinmarketcap.com, you get this page. It's their home page. There's a list of the top 100 coins as you scroll down. They're based off of market capitalization, which CoinMarketCap has chosen to do by multiplying the circulating supply times the price. When you click on the actual coins, though, you'll see that many of them have another tab called max supply. That's the maximum number of coins that is going to be either mined or released, depending on the coin. Um, for example, Bitcoin only has 16,899,400 Bitcoins released, where at the end of the mining process, there will be 21 million Bitcoin released. So there's a theory that I have that it's maybe better to multiply the maximum supply of the coin or the token times the current price of it to get a better idea of what the coin could be potentially worth with the current prices. But either way, you still get a similar ranking to what we have here. You know, the top 20 coins are pretty much my comfort zone. I have some other investments in coins that are in the top 100, and I even have a few that are in the top 200. But I like to stick to the top 20 as my long-term goals, and the rest I kind of trade on a daily basis, maybe a week or two, maybe a month at most. Um, Also, I like to look at all the coins. Where when you click on View All, I've got it pulled up already, as it usually takes a little bit longer since there's 1,500, a little bit over 1,500 coins that are all on CoinMarketCap. This gives you a better idea of all the coins that are out there. There's a lot of coins that have no potential use. There's a lot of coins that are gold and they're just new, haven't picked up enough speed yet to get them going. But you can pretty much use this homepage that they have with the top 100 and uh, all all of the coins in very similar ways. The one thing that I like about viewing all the coins is that it gives you hour, 24-hour, and 7-day percent change. So you can kind of see which ones are starting to go in the green. We can see here Bitcoin is going a little bit into the green in the last hour or so. It's only down a little bit over 1.5% for the day. It's up almost 17% for the last 7 days. And this view gives me a better idea of what's going on in the market. Tron, up until about an hour ago, it was only up 18% for the week. Now it's getting closer to 21%, and I believe it'll probably hit that in the next hour or so. 0.5% is not something I'm going to be going over here. This is the crypto world. We're looking for huge gains, huge losses, big volatility, a lot of money to be made, a lot of money to be lost. So hang on tight, hodl is all, as everybody says. But maybe leave about 10% of your portfolio to trade around a little bit. That's kind of how I do it. I like to have a little bit of money set aside. That way, when there's something new going on, I can invest in it. When something new catches my eye, I can put some money down on it. But I'm not giving you any official advice on how to manage your money. I'm here just trying to get the conversation started. Maybe you guys can talk about it down in the comments below. And I also like to click on the market cap over here at the top, and this gives me an idea of what the market's been doing as a whole. I like one way of looking at it is yearly on the total market capitalization. You can see from today of last year. The market was 23 million or 23 billion 949 million and $700,000, but it's grown tremendously. And in mid-January or so, it hit its peak at almost $830 billion, which is still a very, very small amount of money in a market. As gold, for example, is worth about $8 trillion alone. But we've got a pretty big correction over here. Everybody was very scared of what's going on. How do they react? But I love CoinMarketCap because you can scroll down here and you can see at other intervals where there's been huge parabolic rises here from a low of about $6.5 billion to a high of $14.5 billion, give or take, and then back down to 11 billion, which is give or take 30% of the value. Here's another great example where a low of $3.7 billion hit all the way up to $7 billion, which is almost 100% increase, and then it crashed back down to about $5 billion, which is another significant crash. So hodl your winners, trade the ones you've got a hunch on maybe. Here's a market cap excluding Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as we can see up here, has 41.6% of the total market capitalization. So if we go back, we see that 190 million almost is what billion is what Bitcoin is worth, whereas the whole market cap is 456 billion. So that's roughly 41.6%. And this kind of gives us an idea of what the market's doing. Here we can see the correlation of the market, if you will, Bitcoin with relations to all the other altcoins. An altcoin is pretty much anything besides Bitcoin. So here we can see where Ethereum was gaining on Bitcoin, and here we've got last few days or so, it's been spreading farther and farther apart. Bitcoin's been gaining its dominance back. And if we look at Big Daddy Bitcoin over here, that's also a pretty decent chart to look at to see where things are going, where things are headed, if we're in a downtrend, if we're in an uptrend. And I'm not going to go into technical analysis much on here, but a trend is, when the market goes down, it's a downtrend. When the market corrects back up, when the market, increases in value, it's an uptrend. And here we've got Bitcoin increased by about 200 million as we were speaking, but it could go down. When we looked at it, it was 189.9, I believe. Now it's got a little bit higher, but you can see that it's very jagged in the sense that it moves up and down quite volatilely, if that's a word. So yeah, this is a little bit about what you can expect from CoinMarketCap. Here's all the cryptocurrencies, how many markets they're traded in. You can separate them by coins, top 100 or the full list. Top 100, it's kind of where I like to stay at. These are the platforms in a way. These are coins that could be used as maybe currencies. They have their own blockchain, and these are tokens that are based off of those coins. And that's about it. Should give you a pretty good start on how to use CoinMarketCap and how to make the best out of that simple resource that we can all benefit from.